I don't really even know what to say about that conversation other than, what? This hurts my head. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dom, your favorite neighborhood pathetic YouTuber. That started out as a joke, but it just got real. And boy, do I have a f***ing story for you. It is story time with Dom, and it's about to get weird. But before we start, if you want to support your local neighborhood sad, pathetic YouTuber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would truly appreciate it. I don't really have much going on for me, so that would be great. So before I actually get into the full story, let me give you some background information. If you can tell by the title of this video, you know it's a first date story, but it's not my first date. I did not go on this date. This is not my first date, because if this was my date, would not have gotten this weird. I would have left beforehand. So there's this local coffee shop that I love to go to. I'm there pretty much every day. I f***ing love this place, it's great. But this is not a video to praise it. Something weird happened at this coffee shop. You might consider a crime against humanity of the things I heard. So I was there one night doing homework, you know, like a good student would. What's sad is I got a C in that class. C's get degrees. So while I was doing homework, these two people sit right next to me, and it's obvious they're on the first date. Now, to demonstrate how close I was to these people, let me give you a little bit of a visual. So I was here, and they were right here. So like pretty f***ing close. So because I was this close, I could pretty much hear every single word they were saying, and God, I wish I didn't. So I was on my laptop, just trying to mind my own business, and I couldn't help but overhear. You know when people are close and you don't want to eavesdrop, but like you want to eavesdrop? That's where I was at this point. Like I couldn't help but hear, and it sounded like a first date, so I was like, ooh, this could get weird, this could get interesting. So I listened, and I joined in kind of halfway through a conversation, and it just felt like it was going awkwardly. You know that like first date awkwardness that everyone goes through where you're like trying to get to know someone and you're not really clicking? Imagine that, but like times it by 10, and like you're trying to do your homework at the same time. So while I was doing my homework, I was also on Twitter, because I am such a good student, that is what you should be doing. And I just tweeted, when you're working on homework in a coffee shop and you're sitting next to a first date and it's not going well, so awkward. One of my followers then told me to live tweet it. So bitch, you know I live tweeted it. I also used the hashtag first date update. So if you go to that hashtag, you might see my tweets. And hey, while you're over on Twitter, go ahead and follow me. What a shameless plug. So the first conversation I really heard while I was eavesdropping on this conversation and while I was live tweeting it, was they were on the subject of movies. For some reason, I missed the first part of the conversation, but the guy, let's go with something generic like Mike and Julie. Now, I don't know the names of these people, thank God. So let's just call the guy Mike, and let's just call the girl Julie. So the first conversation I really tuned into and really actually heard was a conversation about movies. I'm not sure why they were on movies. So as they were talking and I was listening, so Mike enthusiastically says, I know everything about movies. Ask me anything about any movie and I'll know it. Julie then said, oh my God, that's so cool. Have you seen the movie Blade Runner? I've actually never seen that movie. So if you didn't catch that, this motherfucker just told her to ask him anything about any movie ever, and he would know it. And the one movie she says he has not seen. Oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable. They also both awkwardly tried to make jokes, and everything seemed to be going fine. There's just one problem. They are both not f***ing funny. I feel like it should cut to me back here. For someone who makes really, really bad jokes for the internet, I was offended. Like worse than anything you have seen on my channel. Like it was bad. The next conversation, and I mean the very next conversation right after that, they kind of just like jumped. They kind of just jumped to a different subject. And you'll see why that's ironic with the subject matter they were talking about. So this time Julie gets to be f***ing weird. This is the conversation that I heard. I'm not even over exaggerating these. This is literally word for word what I f***ing heard. God, it's like really weird. I'm sitting here and I'm not even craving Adderall. That's weird. You seem like you are. Do I? Because I'm not. Like I'm really not. I don't really even know what to say about that conversation other than she's obviously craving Adderall. Like, right? Am I wrong? If you heard that, wouldn't you think the same thing? Also, like, why is he still on a date with her? Why has he not ended this? Oh, don't you worry. It gets weirder. So they were talking about something, I don't really know because I was busy live tweeting all the crazy that I just heard. I actually went into the bathroom to just take a break and let it out because I was trying so hard not to laugh. Here's a picture of me in the bathroom. Not like in the bathroom, but like just like standing in the room of the bath. But when I came back, I tuned in to a conversation. I have no idea what context this was in, but all I know is Julie said, "I hope you catch the flu and feel awful about yourself." So far, let's just recap what we have heard. He is a movie buff that has not seen a very famous movie, but claims he knows everything about any movie. She's not craving Adderall, and she hopes he catches the flu and feels awful about himself. Those of you playing at home, how many red flags have you caught? Having trouble finding the red flag? I will give you a visual of a red flag. Now, I gave you a picture of an actual red flag, but if I could, I would give you a picture of Julie and Mike. But also, you want to ask yourself, just a really simple general question, have any of them been on a date, like, ever? No, not even that, scratch that. Have any of them talked to a fucking human? Ever? I don't know, man. Like, people out there exist like this. Does that not blow anyone's fucking mind? But don't you worry. I know you were worried. You can calm yourself. Things get weirder. So somehow, they end up on the simulation theory. If you don't know what the simulation theory is, it's a theory that we're all a simulation. If you couldn't figure that out by the context of simulation theory, maybe you should go hang out with Mike and Julie. No, you shouldn't. No one should. I don't wish that upon anyone. But essentially the whole world's a simulation. It's a very deep theory, and for some reason these two f***ing morons are talking about it. That's never good, when you let morons just speak their minds. Literally me on camera. Why does anyone let me post to the internet? Oh god, that would be a conspiracy theory. Can you imagine if I got an email just like they shut down my channel because I'm a f***ing moron? I don't know how I would take that. Could print it and frame it. But they were talking about the simulation theory, and then Julie says this. Come on, there's like a 1 in a million chance that we're not a hypothesis. What? Let me put the words on the screen so you can read them. Come on, there's like a 1 in a million chance that we're not a hypothesis. Does this bitch know what hypothesis means? You know what? Just to give her maybe some credit, let's look up what hypothesis means, shall we? A supposition or proposed explanation made on the basis of limited evidence. So what Julie is saying is there's a 1 in a million chance that we are not a supposition or a proposed explanation. How the f*** can we be an explanation, Julie? That one blows my mind. But that's not even the best one. So Julie is apparently taking some class, and for one of the presentations, she decided to do a theory. Similar to the simulation theory, she says she did a paper on how the world might be like the Truman Show, and that space is not real. This just told him that she doesn't think space is real. This hurts my head. I don't really even know what to say about it. But like, come the fuck on. Whenever she said that, I literally choked on my drink. Here's a reenactment. I'll take my Oscar by mail. And the final thing that they ended this date on. So they were on the subject of broken bones and things they have broken, because that's a really good first date subject apparently. And somehow we got on the subject of Julie's past, because yes, we want to know more about her. So she admitted to cracking her head open when she was little. Oh, f***ing shocker. And then, not even exaggerating on this, I swear to God this is what she said. This said, I still have the dent. You want to feel it? I feel like you'll like it. He then proceeded to feel her head. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. And he felt it for like a good literal minute, 2 minutes. Why do people like this exist? Why do we allow them to procreate? These are the real questions that are on my mind. I haven't slept well since I heard this conversation. Oh, also, I found out, I just remembered, I didn't even write this down. I found out that he said he wears nothing but flip-flops. He's a grown fucking man. Put some shoes on. Am I the only one who thinks that? But after the weird conversation stopped, they proceeded to say their goodnights, and I wish them well. They obviously seem perfect for each other, and I hope to God I never run into them again. Alright guys, well that wraps up this video and this story time. I really just needed to get that off my chest. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I make new videos every week. They all range from different things that I have experienced throughout the week, so like, why not join in on the weirdness? Anyway guys, that's it for me. I'm probably gonna go shower because I need to shower the memory of this conversation and this first date completely off. I feel like dirty just talking about it. He touched her f***ing head, like, who does that?